French B. So this is the new low-cost carrier that started flying out of Newark, New Jersey to Paris. The plane itself, the aircraft itself, is really huge. The configuration is very, very dense. So here you can take a look. It's the 343 configuration, which is, when it's full, really, really tight. When you look here, you can see that it was relatively empty as far as this flight. I was not actually one of the first groups to board, but you can see just how empty it is. That kind of makes sense, though, in this COVID environment. I tell you the truth, though, I can't really imagine how dense this flight would be if it was completely sold out. Even in its current state, it was still very, very, very tight. It was very, very dense. I ended up paying a couple bucks more in order to get a bulkhead row, an emergency row seat, and the trade-off of that is you get an incredible amount of leg room at the expense of a little bit loss of left-right width. These actually were the narrowest seats I've ever flown on. They're at 16 inches across. So if you are a heavy-set individual, you probably do not want to fly the economy French B. So the in-seat entertainment package is actually pretty robust. I was expecting a little bit less considering it was a low-cost carrier, but when you look over here, the system is really well equipped. You have plenty of movies, plenty of music. It's a really nice system. It's really fast. It's really responsive. Internet on board, even though it was available, was at a premium. You had to pay a couple bucks for it for the service. Food also was not included. You'd have to pay basically a la carte pricing for everything. They have drinks available, they have snacks available, they have soft drinks available, all available for purchase. Not incredibly cheap, but that's expected if you're paying for it on board the flight. Realistically, though, that's expected for low-cost carriers. The seat is pretty cheap, but you get nickeled and dime along the way for them to make up the difference. For me, though, for some reason, I feel like I'm owed a ginger ale when I take a flight. Something about paying a couple extra dollars for it to receive it in flight didn't really sit well for me. In general, if I'm not mistaken, I think they were about $2 or 2.5 euros per soft drink if you were interested in it. So that's essentially the food and snack service that you could purchase over here. As I'm going through, we'll take a look through some of the other menus. The Wi-Fi, again, if you wanted to purchase it, it was available on board. And they also had a couple of games that you could play chairside right here at your seat. They're simple puzzle games, matching games, and the like. A couple things if you wanted to be occupied. Food service, what I ended up doing actually, in lieu of doing the a la carte pricing, with this premium seat, I guess you could call it a premium seat because it was an emergency row, did end up coming with a couple little snacks. Over here you can see what I got. It ended up being some sort of a egg-like substance with some fries, I guess you can call it that, a little thing of Oreos, and a bun. It also came with some water. That's not a soft drink, that is actually plain water. So this was considered the premium package here on board the French B flight. So there you have it. That was my experience on board French B. So hope you enjoyed sharing, and that's it. Have a good one. If you want to try French B, there's my experience.